So usually I like to talk about X's and O's here, give my opinion on how teams should operate moving forward, what coaches are good, what players are good, and who's better than who, that type of stuff. Not today. Today, I just want to talk about Kobe Bryant, because that guy put on perhaps the craziest thing I've ever seen in a regular season basketball game. This dude scored 60 points in his final NBA game, and some of those shots in the fourth quarter, just speechless. Seeing Kobe do that at this age in his final moment, seeing Snoop Dogg go crazy in the crowd, seeing Twitter absolutely break. It was a wild NBA moment. And so I just want to talk about Kobe a little bit, and then we can probably talk about the NBA playoffs starting tomorrow and things like that. So me being a Celtics fan, you'd think I would dislike Kobe. I don't really get into that sort of talk. The fact that I'm a Celtics fan does not stop me from recognizing the greatness of other players, as well as just liking other players. Like, I love Kobe, you know? And right now, Steph Curry is kind of the guy where it's like, when he shoots the ball, you just think it's going in. Kobe was like that for a long time with me, because the amount of just crazy shots I can think of off the top of my head that just cements Kobe's legacy for me. I mean, there was the shot over J.R. Smith in the conference finals against the Denver Nuggets. There was a shot over Grant Hill on the right side of the floor against the Phoenix Suns when they had Gasol and Bynum. There was a buzzer beater over Ray Allen when they were facing my Celtics in the regular season. There was this like crazy falling down fadeaway he hit over Dwight Howard in the NBA Finals. I remember a time when he came across a screen with Pau Gasol and he hit a jumper over Dwight Howard, and literally the replay showed that Dwight Howard's finger was like a centimeter away from the ball, and then Kobe still dropped it in. I remember a certain pick and roll he had with Pau Gasol where they were like completely parallel with each other, and it was like an unstoppable play. I say all this because I actually didn't become a fan of the NBA when Kobe and Shaq were playing together. I mean, I understand all that happened, and I'm very familiar with it, but I wasn't actually watching it at the time. Of course, there's also the turnaround jumper over LeBron James, which only happened a few seasons ago, I believe. Hell, there was even, I remember when the Cavaliers, in LeBron's first stint there, when the Cavs were undefeated at home, and the one time they lost that year was to Kobe, Bynum, Gasol, and the Lakers. And these were, you know, the championship years for Kobe in the latter half of the 2000s. But if we remember the mid-2000s, of course, there's the 81-point game against the Toronto Raptors. The thing with Kobe was it felt like he wasn't human for a decent stretch when he didn't have any all-star teammates with him. And every now and then people like to say, well, all Kobe could do was score. He couldn't actually lead a team on his own or whatever. Have you seen the 2006 Lakers roster with which he led them to 45 wins? He had one legitimate teammate, and that was Lamar Odom. The rest of the starting lineup included Smush Parker, Kwame Brown, Chris Mim, and Brian Cook. And Kobe led them to 45 wins, averaging like 33 points a game. And they took Steve Nash's Phoenix Suns all the way to a Game 7. A 7th seed taking the number 2 to a Game 7. You know? I mean, Kobe only has one MVP. If you were going to give him another one, the one that I immediately think of is that 2006 season. Like I said, you know, leading that team to 45 wins, but also 36 points per game, 45 from the field, 35 from 3, and he also grabbed 5 rebounds and 5 assists per game. You can't tell me there was a better player in the NBA in 2006. You just can't do it. And I guess to end this whole thing, you can kind of talk about where Kobe ranks among the all-time NBA greats. I remember last night Hubie Brown was talking about like the 4 greatest guards ever. And he was talking about Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Jerry West, and Oscar Robertson. Personally, I would say Kobe is better than Jerry West, and I'd probably take him over Oscar Robertson as well. So if that makes him the 3rd best guard ever, there you go. as far as where he is among like all time, I don't know. I don't like getting into that because the big men always screw me up. Like, I don't know how to compare Shaq to Kobe. I don't know how to do it. If you can do it, great, but I can't. But I think that'll do it. I think among all the players that I've watched since becoming a fan of the NBA, I think Kobe was the one who left me speechless the most, and he capped it off pretty damn well last night. So that's going to do it. Shout out to Kobe, and that's going to do it.